Yeah, I guess it's time for another video. Yeah, I just got off the phone with this chick I met from an app called BLK. We was talking, I guess it was kind of going in a platonic direction. It was probably like 20 minutes after the conversation, phone so-called dropped. And I sent a text and, I tried to call her back like 2 or 3 times, and it went straight to voicemail. Her phone could have, ran out of battery power, or hell, maybe she powered it off. But it just seemed like she hung up on me. But I ain't gonna jump to conclusions just yet. I ain't gonna block her on BLK or delete her number. I'm gonna give it a day and see if I get a text or reply back or whatnot. But it's like the second time it happened because it was a conversation. I would say the third time because it's a conversation talking about guys. I was talking about how guys don't really cold approach like that no more. And she's one of the women, because, she's 39. She's one of the women from the era who remember that. And she was trying to say how she preferred that way. But, I get into it where I start talking, not in an argumentative way, but I try to explain to women. From what I've seen, a lot of guys ain't really stepping to women like that no more. And I think that kind of irks women when the several I've talked to about that. They don't like the fact that I'm telling them the guys don't step to them like that. And they know it's true. That's the thing. See, it's like when you tell women the truth about things, see, they have it in their mind that guys is afraid. Ain't the guys are afraid to talk to women about stepping to them like they did back in the day and trying to get the number and all this, setting up dates. Just a lot of guys don't have that tradition, that game anymore, to where they feel like that's the right way to do it. It took me, like I told you, it took me a long time to finally understand and accept that online dating is where things is moving. See, a lot of women don't really like the online dating thing because they gotta weed through a lot of guys on there who don't really know how to do it correctly. A lot of disingenuous kind of guys. They don't want to have to work. They don't want to have to put in no work. They want it easy. They want it like the old way where guys would step to him and he would do all the work, introducing himself and putting himself out there. See, online, a woman got to kind of put herself out there because she was alluding to guys would ask her what kind of work she does, and she was saying that's kind of like what women do. But I didn't contend against it. I ain't say nothing about it. But I was just thinking, like, when I think more about it, it's just like guys is asking you what you do. They want to know things about you. See, all these women, man, they don't want to answer questions, and they don't really want to bring nothing to the table. They want a guy to just approach them and introduce himself and go through this dog and pony show of trying to getting to know them. And that ain't how guys is thinking now, man. Guys is figuring out their worth. And the worth that a man brings is himself. You got some guys out here that want to bring the game back, talk about the game, what guys need to do. But that kind of game has passed, man. It's not about what the guys need to do, per se. Guys is just being them, man. They taking care of their business, doing them. It's not about brown-nosing these women no more. It's about what these women bring to the table. And that doesn't make a man less of a man because he asking a woman, what does she bring to the table? Guys ain't putting themselves out there no more. They don't have the game of old. And they're not really trying to learn it because they don't really have to. Guys know, hey, if I get this, I build myself up this way, or, you know, I get it, I get laid when I get laid. It's no big deal, see. See, you women have made sex the big deal. It's not that big of a deal no more to a lot of guys. You know, because guys, once they hit it, they remember the feeling. Yeah, it feels good to bust a nut and all that. Then they get up. Hope what their lives ain't no strange phenomenon happening in the world because he ain't got some pussy and all that. What you got between your legs, you know, it's nice and all, but it's not enough to where a man is going to give you the so-called world, moon and stars like that you just seen back in the R&B days, man. That shit is out. You know, you got guys out here, man, they can just jack off and go about their business. And I'm one of them dudes. Yeah, I'm saying it. You know, I get my twos and fews from women here and there. Head and pussy, titty fucking. I get to do that. But, you know, I don't need it. I don't need to smash abroad every week or every day. You know, and my sex drive is high. You know, I keep an erection after I nut. I'm that guy. So it ain't like I go down after I bust a nut, and I'm in my early 40s. You know, because for once I do exercises. Not joking. I do something called erect bends. I'm gonna give y'all a little tip on that, fellas. Erect bends. You know, that's when your penis is hard and you bend your penis from side to side, front to back, side to side. You hold it for like 10 to 20 seconds to the right side, do that to the left side, and do that forward. That's all you do. That'll keep your dick rock hard. I'm telling you, folks. I'm telling you, fellas, that'll keep your dick rock hard. Like you have some Viagra. You do that from time to time. You don't have to do that every time you get an erection. Just from time to time to keep your penis rock hard because it stretches the ligaments, which improves your blood flow. See, not that joking stuff. That joking stuff, yeah, it might work to make you kind of thicker down there, but if you want to keep your erection solid, you got to do erect bends. And I found this out by experiment years ago. So, you know, when you get to that point where you can bust nuts and maintain an erection, that's how you know it's working. So that's a tip right there, fellas. So it ain't like my sex drive is down. But those erect bends, just don't do it till you feel too much pain. You're gonna feel the pull, it's gonna be uncomfortable. But not to where it's, you know, you feel any kind of sharp pains, anything. Don't do it till you feel no sharp pain, but do it till you feel some discomfort. You know, that increases the blood flow, and then when your ligaments heal, they're gonna heal tighter and stronger, and that's gonna make your erection solid. But yeah, that's a little tip in this video segment. But yeah, back to what I was talking about with these women. You know, a lot of you women, man, you know, y'all get a lot of attention from online, you know, and they kind of warp your perception of how men, like when men approach y'all don't really understand that he's just doing what men of old did, which is, you know, talk to you, see what you're about, get your number and all that. But when men approach y'all, man, y'all can't be looking at the guy like why are you approaching me? You know, why are you disturbing my peace and all that? Like, you can do whatever you want to do. But all that stuff, I've said in prior videos, all that stuff adds up to where a guy looks at that. And the word gets out, man. The correlations are seen, the patterns are found out. Guys saying, hey, these women just keep dissing me. And every time I step to them, I don't get nowhere with them. You know, See, that's the thing. You got some guys out here that get women when they step to them like that. Because I said in the other video, they brown nose them. They tell them how good they look, attractive they look. But there's guys out here who don't like to step to women like that. See, you know, if you come from the era I come from, man, you ain't be telling a woman, "Hey, beautiful, damn, you look good." See, fellas, when you do that, when you tell women all that stuff right out the gate, it put you in a trick bag, man. They see you as a trick, so when you call them up and set up dates, they're gonna expect you to do a lot of things for them. See, that's what women, they want that. They want you to come out like that on them. See, but you have a lot of guys out here who don't like to approach women like that, so they don't have a lot of success at it. You try to approach a woman regularly, talking plainly to her, she gonna be looking at you like you crazy, but you may get some success talking to a woman brown nosing her, telling her how beautiful she is and how good she look. But the catch-22 is that's gonna put you in the trick category. And no matter how I look on the outside, it don't matter how successful guys look doing it. When you talk to them niggas, they're gonna tell you the chick came at him like there was a trick. He took her places and bought her, spent money on her and all this shit. Man, he may have hit it, but also that's another reason why dudes hit it and quit it. You know, they'll spend money on a chick and then they come to their senses and realize, oh, this woman, she didn't really do nothing. She just gave me some ass, and I've spent all this money, this hard-earned money that I made by hook or by crook. What I get out the deal? See what I'm saying? So, you know, you got some folks out here that want to get back into the game, kick some game, whatever. It's all fine and dandy, but I think I'm gonna go a different route with it, as I've been going with the online dating. So let some of these women know, man, like, it's not really about the guys no more. You know, Kevin Samuels, he tried to teach y'all to do, you know, what to do in his way with the high value thing, but what about the layman or the regular guy, the working class guy, or the middle class guy, you know, or the middle class woman or whatnot? You know, the thing is, a lot of you women out here, y'all have a entitled mindset when dealing with men. It's kind of warped. I almost want to say it's beyond repair. I look at guys too seriously. And the thing is, you only do that when y'all want something from the guy. Any other time, y'all don't respect the man. Y'all don't value his input in things and what he says. But when y'all want a relationship, y'all want to come down and be serious and expect that same guy y'all don't respect to be serious, man. It don't work like that. You can't turn respect on and off. Either you respect men out the gate, or you just go with the flow and accept what you get from men and take it for what it's worth. Man want to just fuck you and that's it. Hey, that's what it's gonna be. You know, you don't respect men. You don't accept what they gotta say. So what else you expect to get from a relationship? There's so many women out here, man, getting pregnant, newborn babies. I didn't got numbers from women who got newborn babies and shit. The guys nowhere to be found. Like, what kind of shit is that, man? That's like the common theme. Black woman get pregnant. I don't know if it's a black woman thing. Some of these white women are getting like that now. But I stick to black women mainly, so that's what I'm talking about. Yeah, but a lot of these women, man, y'all be getting knocked up. Dudes nowhere to be found. As soon as y'all have a newborn baby, the dude is gone, for real. I mean, he wasn't fucking with you for real anyway. And all that finger wagging, that's not gonna change nothing. A lot of these guys, man, they just see y'all for what y'all worth, man. Y'all not really wifey quality out here, man. Y'all not trying to learn. Y'all don't care about the ways of old. Y'all embrace feminism, LGBTQ lifestyle shit. It is what it is. Y'all made y'all bed, now y'all gotta lie in it. You know. So what am I saying here, man? I'm just saying, like, online dating, that's where it's at. It's convenient, it's easier to, to get certain information about people at your fingertips. A lot of people's connected through Facebook. I've seen some women on these dating apps, got their name and looked them up on Facebook. Some woman did me the same way. But this lady, a couple of days ago, I ended up blocking her, man. She went online and found my information, fine and dandy. I even let her know that's fine and dandy, cool. But she told me why she did it. Talking about catfishing and all that shit. And I'm like, man, this lady talking about some damn catfishing. Now, I didn't go off on the chick or nothing like that. I just silently ghosted her and blocked her number and deleted her number and all that shit off my phone, man. I told her my real age. I had it on my profile, but she was, I had called her a couple of times and she didn't answer. So I'm assuming she was digging, looking on Facebook, and she wasn't going to answer until she got some answers that she wanted. So I'm like, this lady not accepting my calls because she digging, fishing around for me on Facebook till she gets satisfied with what she find out about me. And mind you, the profile I have is open because it's a pretty much a dating profile on Facebook. I got a couple others, one for family only. You ain't getting in that one. No matter who the fuck you are, you ain't blood kin. I don't care if you's a in-law. You ain't getting in that one. And I got another one dedicated to my YouTube channel and all that. But that's the thing with some of these women, man. Like, as a man, you get to that point, man. Like when women, y'all say certain things, man. Y'all doubt us in certain things, man. We just get annoyed. Cut y'all the fuck off, saying, "Well, y'all do what?" So that's all this brown nose and shit that some of these guys out here speaking on what men need to do and all that. That don't work, man. Because men and women is pretty much the same in a lot of regards. They call it womb man. Don't mean women is aliens. Y'all aliens to us, man. Y'all carry the offspring. Your bodies are designed to carry our offspring. But mentally and thought-wise, we pretty much similar, just on the inverse. It's not no out of this world kind of separation of comprehension, but between us. You got a lot of jealous-hearted women out here. They hear me. I would talk to a woman in a platonic way on the phone, and they kind of take offense to that. But platonically, isn't that what women y'all say y'all want? Guys to come at y'all don't want sex talk and all this shit. But the thing is, see, I understand what it is. See, y'all just used to guys brown nosing y'all, kissing y'all ass and trying to win y'all over. I've said this before. I'm not getting on no knee and proposing to no chick, man. That's out. That's over with. Get down on the knee and you bend the knee to the king. You don't want a relationship. You want that protection. What I look like bending the knee to your ass, asking you to marry me, and you get all the benefits of a marriage. Get the fuck out of here, man. Nobody's signing up for that shit no more. The young, the medium young, 30s, and they ain't trying to do none of that shit, man. And men my age, in their 40s, early 40s, I'm not setting my ways entirely. But I have enough experience where I just look at women and see what do they bring to the table, man. That's a real serious question. What do you bring to the table? Every woman I have dealt with, they always want me to do everything. And all I get out the interaction is sex, man. Or some cuddling. You know, I want a secretary. That's what the fuck I want. That's what men need out here, ladies. We need a secretary, our own personal secretary. When every man thinks about it, when he has a good woman on his arm, what does he have? He has a secretary. A woman who keeps his affairs in order, keeps him on the right track. You know, you need some medicine to take. She remind him of something. He have certain appointments and all that he got to be to. She remind him. She's useful. That's what you women don't get. Y'all have children, y'all have responsibilities, and y'all want a man to step into the picture and do things for you. But he don't get nothing but sex out the picture. Y'all think that's enough. That's not enough. You know, you got guys out here, incels, and they call themselves incels and all that. And the thing is, a lot of them guys, it ain't that they can't get women. They just have a certain bitterness, most of them, because they realize what I'm talking about. Now, you just got a vagina and you getting all these perks. And it's not really that these incel men is mad at the women. They're really mad at other men. You know, it's just the women, they're just there. I guess they're an easier target, I guess. But really the men have fucked the game up, man. You know, it's not the simping thing. See, the simping thing, it's not really with the simping thing. It's not really about sex. It's the idea of sex. See, a lot of guys simp because they think that's what they gotta do. And really, man, a lot of guys who simp, they just haven't got to the point where they realize sex ain't all it's cracked up to be, man. Yeah, it feels good and all that. But every man will tell you, man, after that nut, you're not really thinking about the chick like that. You're not really thinking, oh, I love this broad. You know, you ain't got feathery flower. Now, some guys do. Those guys who don't really get enough like that. Some guys don't need to have sex a lot like that to be content with hitting the broad off every month or something like that. Because those guys, to them, just smashing the broad every month or two is just an ego thing. Because really though, man, like, can a woman really satisfy your sexual needs? You know, even if you have a live-in woman, you can't be fucking her every day. Every time you get an erection, you're still gonna jack off. See what I'm saying? See where I'm going with this? You got guys that get into a relationship with a woman so they can get sex a lot. But as a man, you got a healthy sex drive. You can't fuck a chick enough for her to satisfy you completely in the sex department. So every time you get hard or horny, you gonna smash a chick? That's not realistic. You know, that's why guys who have women in a relationship with women, they still jack off. You know, that's just how it goes. So what is the woman really there for? She's there to satisfy some kind of ego thing you got, because a man does need to satisfy that ego part of knowing that he can seduce and get with a woman, and that recharges a man's ego. That makes a man feel like a man. People can go around and say that sleeping with women don't make a man a man. Actually, it does. It completes your cipher. It completes your masculinity. It completes your purpose. You gotta recharge off feminine energy from time to time. So yeah, you do need to get with a woman, because a man without a woman, he'll become kind of strange. Now it depends on who you are as a man, how many times you need to recharge with a woman. Some men can go longer than others. Some men, they get attached. They have to always be around a woman. But yeah, I don't feel sorry for these women. Y'all have heard me say this in videos before. I don't feel sorry for these women and what they're going through with men. And I don't really blame the men except the simps. Like me personally, I despise simps because they start a lot of problems between men out here on the streets, taking the word of a woman without question. Those guys are dangerous, man. They need to be harshly dealt with. And you gotta do it, because them dudes will cause you a lot of problems, man. And that just gas the women up to keep doing that stuff. That's why guys be shooting and killing each other out here, because what some simp did or said. And the simp is not necessarily the guy who don't know how to talk to women or who tricking with women. The simp is the guy who takes a woman's word without question. That's also the simp. And on the surface, that guy may seem like a masculine kind of guy, but he's a simp. He's a dangerous kind of person. So yeah, you gotta watch out. You gotta watch out for different kinds of simps, and you gotta pay attention to the climate of the game. Any guy telling you to step to these women and go out and cold approach these women, they ain't been out in the field in a long time, man. That shit don't work no more. Now, I've heard this myself over the past several years, and I was like, nah, it can't be true. This can't really be true, man. I just got to go out there and step. No, man, the climate has changed. The traditions change, man. It's about online dating. I'm getting more numbers online than actually stepping to women. Now I got videos to prove what I'm saying. Now some guys might say what I'm doing is wrong. Yeah, because I'm not brown nosing, see? Now go and watch some of these guys. These guys on Facebook, YouTube, who step to these women, these black dudes even, and see what they say to these women. I guarantee you they telling her how beautiful she is, how attractive she is. And listen to how those guys sound, and listen to how she comes at them. See, those guys, they drag their voice. No, I'm just saying, well, I'm really, girl, I'm trying to, see what's up with you and all that kind of bullshit game. That kind of beggy, naggy, you more important than me kind of game. And look how she responds to that guy. She gets, she has that look, that air about her, like, okay, I'm the prize and he trying to get with me, I'm this and that. But them dudes don't understand, man. Like, how you begin with the woman, that's how you end up. That's why that shit don't work out, man. Dudes that hit that, they realizing, damn, I'm in a trick position. This bitch always asking me for stuff. I'm out. You see what I'm saying? And women, they don't know how to deal with a guy who don't come at them like that. They talk about a guy not asking them for sex and all that stuff is what they want. But when a guy don't make that known initially, that he coming at him like that, he ain't trying to smash like that, he trying to get to know him. Like he can put his dick in his pants, or keep his dick in his pants. It's not necessarily platonic, because I would mention sexual innuendos here and there, but that's not enough for some of these women, man. They need that guy to kind of brown nose them, kind of come off sexual to them. Now you can do that, and there's a dating coach called Mr. Lucario. He'll say that's something you got to do. Yeah, but that's the thing though. It's a fine line between coming at a woman sexually, because you come off too sexually and she lets you in the door, she hadn't already made you a trick in her mind. So now she's gonna be asking for money. She got to get her hair, nails done. She's gonna be asking you for money. Where y'all going for to the rest of what restaurant y'all going to? That kind of shit, man. A lot of these women, man, they don't know how to date, man. They think a date is the guys always spending stuff. They don't want to go sit on the park bench. They don't want to go to a library. They don't want to do anything that's free. So that's a problem right there in itself. They look at it as it's cheap. See, the women don't want to do that stuff because they feel like they're the prize. And the only thing they got that a man can really use initially is vagina, man. Vagina, what else they gonna do? They offer. They're not his secretary yet. They don't know him enough to be his secretary. His personal secretary in life. They don't know that guy enough. Just really think about it, fellas. All the women y'all mess with, what did she do for you? I'm talking about initially, man, because the thing is, a woman would get to that point of doing something for a man in due time. But that's after he didn't poured all his resources into her. So really, he's just getting back what he spent in a slow kind of way. You know, if a woman ain't really taking care of your wounds, you know, helping you, if you have some kind of physical ailment or something, you know, she ain't paying the taxes for y'all, for the family. You know, she ain't organizing business. She ain't paying bills. You know, forget all that talk about the man is supposed to do all the spending and all that. That shit is over, man. Women have their own money now. That's the thing. That changed the game. When women start making their own money, like, what are you talking about? Courtship. That don't fly no more. Man doing everything, and you know, see, a man back in the day, the civil rights era, let's bring it to that area. In a sense, he did kind of have to try to win the woman over, you know, because he didn't really have time to go out and smash chicks. That nigga was working a job. He was the breadwinner. So he need to try to convince a woman that, hey, stay with me. I got the money. Stay with me. I'll take care of you. Stay with me. So he can come home and get his daily dose of loving. But now women got their own money, man. How do you courtship that? You gonna take her out and spend all your money, and she gonna have money in her bank, and you be broke as hell. You gonna get a job? You gonna get a career where you have a lot of money just to get women? What kind of shit does that make? You gonna become a so-called high value man just to get some pussy, man? I can see if you like to travel, you like to do this and that. Man, really, man. Like, I can't believe there's still guys out here trying to tell a guy what to do to get women. Like, these women is really worth a damn, man. Man, you need to do this, man. You want to get women, man, just get these twos and fews when you can get them, man, and jack off during the in-between spaces when you can, or you not successful. Get online. I'm gonna give y'all some more pointers, man. I'm just covering some real basic shit. Get online. When you talk to these women, I've said it before, don't mention sex. Just talk regularly. Talk directly, but not too direct. when I say not too direct, don't just come out and ask for the number. You want to ask for the number. Well, no, you can ask for the number right away, but say something in between that before. Let that be the last part of your message. How's your day going? I would like to talk to you and all this. Whatever you need to say, but leave sex out. Like, I got a formula and it works for me. I can't really tell you what that formula is because it works for me, for my kind of personality. Basically, you ask her how she doing, depending on the time of day. You either say good morning, good evening, good afternoon. If it's nighttime, say, how was your night? And you just ask her basically, you basically introduce yourself, tell her your name and all that stuff. Let it be known. You see, you got to use trigger languages like relationship talk without really mentioning that. Like me, I don't have children. So I mentioned that aspect, and I mentioned the part of the city I reside in. I don't mention my address. I just mention, Detroit, East Side, to that effect. And I say, leave me your number so we can actually talk. And that gets them every fucking time. Sometimes when they don't give me the number right away, they may respond, blow past my message and say, how was your day and all that stuff. And when they just blow past that message, the first message you leave, they'll swing back around and say, how's everything going with your day today? Mention the day, Friday, so she know you ain't a damn machine or a bot. And then you just ask her. You put the 3 dots after that message. See, the 3 dots is like a pause. It's a stand-in for like dialogue because you're texting. So put the 3 dots after a message when you want to put a pause and emphasize a pause in your speech. And then you say, you text out, you say, would you like to talk? See, that's the thing, would you like to talk? And usually I get the number. Usually when I say, would you like to talk, she'll reply and say, yeah. Then you say again, because you already asked her your number at the first message, but she blew past it. So I do say, would you like to talk? When she respond by blowing past your first message, then she say, yeah. Then you come back and say, well, leave me your number then, or just leave me your number. And you'll either get the number, which I do a lot of times, or she'll try to blow past that and say, like, how's your day going? Now you got a decision to make. You can keep entertaining that and ask and say, would you like to talk again? Double up on that after you answer that next blow by that you do when she ignore your first, would you like to talk? And you can follow that up again. Say something else with that and say, would you like to talk as you finish that response off. And if she keep doing it, you pretty much just block her, man. You just keep it moving. Because like I said in another video, man, these women, they don't really get a lot of guys who can talk to them correctly. So when they find a guy who know how to talk to them, they try to draw out the conversation and keep them around. Women get an ego boost off of guys who know how to conversate with them, converse with them well. They don't really get an ego boost from guys who don't really know how to converse with them. Women, they need guys who know how to interact with them to get them an ego boost. They get the most ego boost from those guys. So they try to lead that guy on and draw out the conversation. They call it courtship and all that. That ain't what that is, man. These women are users. They want you to keep talking to them, and they don't want to invest in you. They want you to do all the talking, because these women, they be at their job, they be at, at home. They be doing various things, man. And they see that message, you up here communicating. Oh, how you doing? Telling them about your day and all this shit. and spilling the beans and being conversational with them, they eat all that shit up. It fuels them. It gives them a sense of feeling like a woman, like they accomplished something. That's your power as a man in the dating game, man. Your ability to converse. And these women, man, they be on these live chats. That's why I say, fellas, don't fuck with these women on these live chats, man. Unless you're in the same city with them and you're trying to hook up with them. What the hell are you doing talking to a woman in Minnesota somewhere? Are you in California? Are you gonna fly them out? Drake or somebody, motherfucker? These women be on these live chats absorbing all that attention, man. Heads is getting sky high. Cause dudes are just talking to random women online on a live chat, man. You know how much ego boost you giving these women, man? That's your power, man. That's why the dating game has kind of like left the cold approach is not effective no more. These women get so much fucking attention, man, online. When you step to these women in the street, they're like, who are you? You trying to sell something? That's really the response you get from these women. Why are you talking to me? Do you know me or something? It's like ultra real, man. It's like ultra sobering. It's like an ultra sobering experience. And you kind of feel almost like, damn, I'm kind of disturbing this woman. Like you'll start feeling like that. And that's the thing behind the cold approach, stepping to women in the streets or in the club or the lounge, man. Like, the game has shifted so much to where when you step to these women, it's almost like, man, you kind of like intruding in their space or something, man. Now, this may work for celebrities. See, that's the thing. Like, these guys on YouTube, they got a little following, man, or a big following. They can get away with like hosting events and stuff like that and having people go there and meet up with each other because it's a celebrity sponsored event, man. Like people know that's what it is and all that stuff. But that's not how it is in the real world, man. You're dealing with working class people and regular people who are not really known like that. Those kind of things don't work, man. You know what? Like AMS would say, you don't have to take my word for it. You do what the hell you want to do. Yeah, that dude, he has some funny lines sometimes. But yeah, man. I think I'm going to leave that at that. All right, folks.